Joe in real life. Okay, when we're back, it's new camera day, which I feel like I'm too old to celebrate like new phones and new cameras and shit like that. But also, I'm beside myself. It's exciting. It's really nice. It feels really good. I'm just happy. My old phone, the one I've been using for the last two or 3 weeks, it worked if I did everything right and was super careful. And it was just so stressful to film anything, because it could go like even just short little videos for YouTube Shorts. Like, I could very easily tax the phone to a point where it couldn't not only handle the project I was asking it to do, but handle any project at all. And I love that old phone. It really came through in a pinch. But goddamn, like, I'm so glad that this is over. And here we are. And I'm back. I'm a YouTuber again. And yeah, today was a very busy day. We had lots of chores, lots of Christmassy stuff we were trying to get done preemptively. I think I'm just going to do a Kang ramp up and maybe top it off with something on the heavy squat range and call it a day, you know. As I just stated, we've been real busy today and things got out of hand and we've been waiting for our phones to arrive. So we had to do this thing where we're like running out and doing chores and then running home, and because like we have to sign for them or they'll take them back and we don't get them. And we like, we all have working phones, but we were like junkies, you know. We were like, we couldn't miss our window. We couldn't do it. Me included. I'm not picking on my family here. I was just as bad. So yeah, I don't know. So Kang squats, right? And then back to more regular videos. And I'm stoked about it, you know. It feels, as embarrassing as it is for a man my age to admit, I just feel whole, you know. I feel like it's just one less thing to worry about across the board. So stay tuned. We'll do some Kangs. Maybe I'll top it off with just a single of something regular and heavy. And then yeah, let's see what that looks like. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so this is really just a test run and all that. I mean, today is otherwise a lazy day and really ultimately a rest day. This is at 2 to 2.5 times speed. I'm doing a Kang squat. Those of you who don't know, that's just a good morning, and then you drop down to an ass to grass squat, you pop up. And I'm jumping up 10 pounds, 1 rep, 10 pounds, 1 rep, 10 pounds, and just going to the top. Spoiler alert, I topped out at 185. I definitely had 195 or 205. Didn't feel worth doing. Tomorrow I'll try something a little more ambitious. Like I said, I'm really just putting the phone through the process at this point, trying to see what I'm working with. And, you know, and even as I'm watching this, which, by the way, it looks great. It's a little dark, but whatever. I don't know how this is going to sound. I don't know if this is going to turn out right or not. And I'm reasonably confident it will, given that my last 2 phones were just worse versions of this. But when you don't know, right? And that kind of sucks. Kind of feels, I don't know, like uncertainty, you know? It's one of those things. But uncertainty aside, all that noise aside, I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be grinding again and to be able to actually present in a more real way. And it's inspired me to hopefully redouble my efforts on this channel. Again, many of you are longtime viewers, but those of you who are relatively new, this is really just a diary, you know? It's never been more than that. I don't aspire to be a content creator. I don't think I'm especially inspiring, and certainly shouldn't be influential, thereby, disavowing the influencer status. But I might try to change that, at least for no other reason than to round out this hobby of mine and make it a little more pursuable. I don't know. Is that what I mean? I'm not sure. While I'm watching this, I'm trying to unload the weights at the same time, and I'm terrified that I'm going to break this phone. Isn't that a funny part about having a new phone, too? The fear that oh, I jumped through upteen billion hoops to get this thing, and now if I so much as scratch it, I've committed this great sin. And in fact, when you do scratch it for the first time, it feels like the world's about to end, But no, it isn't. We're just living our life. We just got a new gadget. We're doing our things. We're doing our business. These squats look okay. The video looks okay. Hopefully the audio's turning out okay. As I was saying, I do have some aspirations to take this a little more seriously and be a little more forthright and hardworking in this content creation. Mostly because I feel like I missed it. When I was using the old crappy phone, I felt like, man, I wish I could put some real content out. I wish I could do something a little more meaty, a little more nutritive. And it was a bummer that I couldn't. But now that I can, it makes me feel like that might be worth doing. That might be a way to make this whole silly fixation on technology feel a little less callow, a little less weak-willed, a little less hollow. I hope so. But anyway, yada, 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 pseudo-philosophical rant. That's what this one's amounting to. I'm happy to be back, and I appreciate you all hanging tough with me through this process. Life, what are you gonna do? We're by no stretch in poverty, but we're not rich people. Our money problems are serious enough that when a phone goes down, we can't replace it. We just gotta make do. And that's what do they call that? A first world problem? It's absolutely a first world problem, and not overly serious one at that. But it still stings, It still makes you feel like, man, I wish I was doing better. I wish I was more secure. I wish I was providing better for the people I love in this life. And the people I love in this life, they don't feel that way about what I'm doing. They feel like I'm dad, or I'm the partner, I'm the hubby, and that we're all just doing our best. We're all just doing our best. And nobody can ask you for more than that. Nobody even wants to, right? Nobody. If you've got people in your life that are just an endless pit of demands and need, get rid of them, And if they're people you can't get rid of, like children or partners, teach them to treat you better, right? Because we're all struggling, and all suffering stems from that need, as the Buddha said, Filling that need doesn't make the pain go away. It just creates more opportunity for fresh pains. So anyway, here I am, filming again, doing the videos. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'm going to try hard to do the same. I'm going to go inside now and love up those babies. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll put something meaty on the Barbie once again. Geez, I have 20 seconds left. Also, the screen's great. I can actually see how much time's left. I wish you could see the old screen I was using. I like it. Absolutely atrocious. Anyway, until tomorrow.